And once one of those, so assuming DN Freecs do the combo correctly, which we know they are very capable of doing.
Yes.
You should eliminate either the Lucian or the Talia pretty effectively. Now, Rich is low, but is it diveable? Pioshik's so close to having his ult, it's not quite there.
Yeah, it really does want level 6, and then he can just come on over and press R, and then maybe Rich dies. Steel Baron with a Gleaming Quill before.
Yep.
That happened in pro play. That was the thing that existed. It's all right. There's the combo. Flash does come out, but it's not going to really do anything here, and that is a very dead Talia. First blood goes over to Pioshik. Man, the combo doing exactly what it says on the tin. DNF off to a great start as Sponge trying to taxi out with these grubs. Should be able to do so as life's coming over. Andil there as well. Teddy throws out the culling just to say no, 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 no. No aggression from you guys. And Pioshik will be able to secure the first grub. We'll see how many more of them he can get, but control of the topside wave is there for Teddy and Andil, so it should be that DRX can grab this.
Yeah, good setup though from Bulldog and Pioshik. First ult, first kill, you get the ultimate hunter stack. And again, showing they know exactly how to pull off this combo. The fact that Yahoo flashes and still goes down just shows how limited counterplay you have.
It looks like not too much more going to occur, as another horn has been blown here as the equalizer goes down. Yahoo's just going to drive into this bottom lane and try and feel a little bit better about the state of the game by killing the Rumble. Almost dies himself, but will be successfully able to do that. No teleport available, will lose a plate here in mid lane. And now for DNF, but there's one little ward in the front door. And of course, the Rift Scuttler is going to be unclearable. Now it's going to be a bit of a team fight as the orb is over here. Teleport to come in as Berserker already takes a full culling to the face. Knockup comes on through there though from the depth charge, and down goes the Orianna. Equalizer comes in as well. They're walking down the red carpet, but I think this is just because they're famous as DRX getting another knockup onto life. He's going to go down. It's a triple for Teddy, and that was a disaster for DNF.
DRX so decisive with starting the fight, able to catch on a Bulldog.
Oh my god, it's one entire item ahead.
Yeah, he is really dangerous.
Okay, well, they're not going to be fighting for this Herald. I just don't think that's going to happen. Sponge going to be able to poke Shelly in the eye. They will be able to lock this one down. Information is given over. That information, there's nothing that they can really do about it.
And we see DRX once again setting up really good control of vision in the area.
Well, here it is, combo one more time as there is the flash out from Yahoo. Does get the shield back though from his Seraphs that just transformed. Don't know whether it was in time though as the flash does go forward. Bulldog, remember, doesn't have his flash as prepared earlier. The culling comes in. Sponge going to be able to lock that one down. It's Pioshik doing some alcove gaming, and they do have an equalizer there. But Andil with a massive knock-up onto 3 people. It managed to curve. It's a max-range hook at the same time. Sponge was alive for so long, but Berserker is as well. That's another kill coming on through here for Teddy as Rich does go down. Life and Berserker will be able to take control of this one though, and that is a much better fight for DNF.
Value in. Teddy comes in close, passes back up. Now another fight coming through.
Yep, and Pioshik managed to get on top of Teddy this time around. That is the priority target. He may go down for it though, as Yahoo getting some good volleys off. Andil will be taken out by the extendo beam of Berserker though, so a 2-for-1 trade feels real good. And DNF back on the horse.
Does mean they get control of the area though. They have to respond to the Rift Herald. Dragon's being started up. The Pioshik, and look at the timers on the Orianna and the Nocturnal.
Yeah.
2 seconds both of them.
Perfectly synced. They can now press that button again. Let's see when Pioshik decides to go in. There's the shockwave, connects onto one. Knockup is decent as well from the Wild Growth as the culling this time is going to cut through them. Teddy's at full health, but I don't know whether the fight has much left in it as the wall comes down. Andil in a little bit of an awkward position. Pioshik is kind of running for the hills. Yahoo just dies to basically the wolves. What was quite going on there? Life is also dead though, which is ironic and sad here for DNF.
And Berserker and Bulldog are, you know, Berserker's trying to push up here, but then Teddy threatens him later. Now, yeah, out of cancel dodge.
So they just decide that they want to take that, and that is because the Nocturne was dead alongside the Lulu. So they just walk over and take it. DNF, not really much of a way of doing anything, and Dudu didn't have equalizer or anything like that. To try and start a fight. Maybe they're going to start one right now as Dudu is just dead to start this one off. The Ram gets the double knock-up onto Life and Berserker. And there is the shockwave to connect onto 2. They're still going to go for it here as Sponge dives in. The polymorph is great though out of life, and that's going to be able to take him down. Yahoo, the only damage left alive, and DRX didn't quite need to do that, but neither did DNF, and they're the ones that are going to capitalize this time. Rich and Yahoo still trying to stand their ground here, and they're doing a great job. Throwing a bunch of rocks around, there's the wild growth to come on through. Another decent polymorph here, and Yahoo does go down. Rich, no more blue stuff left available, and so he is just going to back away. So they lose the Otacon, they lose the Dragon, but they take a turret and they win a fight.
Team fighting is so strong, this game feels like it could be anyone's.
Certainly good, and it's the Rise group, baby. That's, I mean, no game is ever decided. As a teleport in from Rich is weird, but it's not really going to result in anything. As now it's a face-off in the river. Yahoo just checking the angles. Dudu on a flank, looking pretty good. Does land the Harpoon here as Yahoo taking a fair bit of damage. And now the Ornhorn to come in. They do just split them apart. The wall does come down as Sponge gets in here. It is Soul that's on the line as the Shockwave is a drive-by. As Pyosik gets into that back line, it is going to be the Soul secured here by DRX. And the fight is entirely split. This is absolute insanity as Teddy goes into melee range with Dudu, and it kind of works out, I guess, but now he's by himself. On the other side of the fight, it is a catastrophe. And so someone gonna have to try and kill him. They need someone to walk up and actually fight Teddy, which is what they're struggling with right now as the polymorph is going to wear off. Teddy now just trying to take the fight to them, and Berserker will be able to do it here. They wait for the barrier, and down he goes. Cleanly played in the end there. Limped their way out, and were kind of fine. As here's the combo once again. Equalizer to start it off, but it's just an attempt at a guaranteed turret. Rich looking for a little bit of a turnaround play though, as Berserker will get knocked up. Sponge goes in, but immediately he has to run out. They get a decent shield. Pyosik in a bit of trouble, but Teddy has to back away immediately. And the redemption keeps DNF healthy, which is probably why there's such a large gold lead.
It's just so funny how Yahoo's just like walking up, like ult me, ult me, ult me.
Yeah,
He's like just hiding, like just refusing to show up.
Well, there's a like Hex Flash in, I think, as the Shockwave just going to be used onto Andil alone. The Equalizer goes down. That's going to be enough to take down the Nautilus, as now the paranoia sets in. Crescent Guard to come on through there, and there it is. Pyosik does decide to go forward, but there's no Shockwave, there's no combo. Very risky. Maybe they just hopefully, well, I mean, they're going to trade Elder for Baron is what DRX are opting into here, but they could just get Ace, and they're not going to make it to this Elder at all. And so Elder is going to get secured here by DNF. It's traded for the Baron.
Expecting to sell that pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Direction.
Oh, got a bit of a hook to connect onto Dudu. Sponge going to follow up there as well. He has an arm guard, but he elects not to use it because he knew he was dead. And Dudu just overstepping here, caught napping for DRX. Look at that, making use of them grubs here at 36 minutes.
Yeah, finally getting some value from them. Able to take the tower. That mid tower is pretty low as well. Could maybe look towards that. And getting some value. Closing that gold lead a little bit. And maybe this was the thought process. You know, if we trade those objectives, we extend the game and we just give more opportunities for DNF to potentially throw.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a safe bet. You know, the longer the game goes, the more chances they are.
This time parking themselves towards the Elder. Vision does come through. There is a hook to connect. Oh my goodness, Dudu this time manages to go golden, but the knockups are going to come through from Rich. He's just standing his ground as Teddy, not even worried. He's flashing forward, and there's the depth charge. DNF falling apart at the seams as Berserker is flashing over, but this time Sponge does not care, and that GA is not going to be guarding anything. And just as the complete opposite of what we saw before, it is only Dudu left alive. It's a flash forward from Yahoo, says not even that will stay there. DRX, I think, just won the game.
And it just feels inevitable when it gets to those late game situations. DNF have their struggles, and DRX find the clutch window to close it out. It's a 5-0 in the late game team fight. They managed to get the picks, they managed to get the cleanup. Berserker on this Fed Zeri can't do anything, and it'll be a 1-0 lead for DRX in this series.
Teddy playing it really, really well towards the end there, but I have to say, Rich loves pressing his ulti button. He managed to find a bit of an angle that time around, was frontlining beautifully, and DRX just pushed forward for the win, but man, that was grueling.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.